Hello everyone and welcome guys to part 1 of my DiRT 4 Esports quarter final. Well, I say highlights, there wasn't too many high moments for say from this series, but obviously hopefully I won't try and leave too many spoilers in at the start of this video. I will sort of talk through the stages as well. As you can see, I've actually got the face cam with the wheel cam in there as well, so obviously if you guys want to see how I drive and things on this game. Probably after these performances, you don't really want to imitate how I drive on this game, but hopefully, obviously, you still go on to enjoy this video. And I think, the first thing I can say is obviously thank you everyone for all the support in both the stream and on the last video as well. DiRT 4 is something I haven't uploaded in months, and the amount of support coming from you guys on Twitter, from DiRT themselves, it's been really nice to see. This is something that I've never really done before. I've never been much of a rally driver. So, to come in the top 36 in the world, the top 12 on Xbox, I think I can certainly still be quite happy with. But here we are then, on the grid for the first stage of the day here in Spain, in the Lancia Delta, and as you can see, it is very foggy. Unfortunately, with the way this series works as well, is we don't know the rally stage that we're coming into here. So, it's basically the way sort of DiRT 4's stages work is they've got, I think it's about 25-30 different corners. They can work on all different types of elevation. They can work in all different orders to each other, so you could have, say, the same corner 4 times. You'd be highly unlucky if you were to get that, depending on the corner. But yeah, basically, none of us know what we're going into this rally stage. So it is simply just a case of how much you play this game, how much you can recognise each corner before you go into it, and especially with the way that, obviously, you can see the fog. You can't see more than 50 feet up the road, unfortunately. And for me, my aim was to come into this without crashing too often, which is probably, generally quite a good aim. But unfortunately, as you're going to see, 60th yard is just an absolute tank. I'd love to see his point of view from this, because he must have been, 95% committed all times. So unfortunately, I don't know how I lost the back end there. Just kept it in too high gear. Unfortunately, really annoyed with that one there. And now just can't get the car back facing in the right direction there, as you can see, even more contact with the border. That was really frustrating for me there in the first stage of the day to have, barely 1 minute into the rally as well. It was so frustrating for me, to come into this really, the aim was to obviously make the top 6. Unfortunately, actually, over the course of this evening, we only actually had about 9 people on the Xbox One platform there, so that was a little bit of, not annoying either, but I think obviously it really actually did help my chances of making it much further on the whole. But yeah, it was just a little bit frustrating. Obviously, we're meant to have 36 of the best rally drivers, the DiRT 4 rally drivers in the world racing here, and well, unfortunately, it appeared that only about, I think overall, Xbox One was by far the worst in terms of attendance. But I think overall we only saw about 29-30 competitors on the whole, so only really getting 80% of the amount of people we're meant to be getting in for this thing, for overall. But I must say, sort of talking away from my personal rally, I was watching a lot of the stream as well, between my races, after my race as well. I watched some of the PS4 and the PC highlights as well, and unfortunately, there were a few issues with the game. It was just in terms of, loading times and things, and unfortunately the game crashed a couple of times on a couple of people, and, well, just trying to get everyone in the lobbies was a little bit of a painful task, unfortunately. Basically, it got to the point where neither of the Gfinity, neither of the Gfinity accounts had actually added me, so I was basically just trying to join lobbies in the hope that, I was joining at the right time and that I was going to get into the right rally there, which was, not exactly the most ideal thing in the world, but in the end, I didn't miss any of my rallies, so it all worked out well in the end. But yeah, you just saw there another big mistake that was really frustrating to make once more. But yeah, going back, talking about the stream, fair play to Actrovision and Andrew Coley there. They were just absolute legends overall, considering, Actrovision does obviously a fair bit of this Luke Crane, understandably, he was very natural with it, but especially Andrew Coley, he does rallycross in real life. For those of you that don't know, he does the real life FIA World Rallycross, and it was such an odd feeling, seeing one of these professional commentators talk about my driving on the whole. But yeah, the transition he made, obviously, from two, albeit, similar motorsports, obviously, he plays this game a lot as well. But yeah, he did. They both absolutely smashed, fair play to those guys. I think overall it was nearly a 6-hour stream. It was only meant to be, I think it was only meant to be 4 hours worth, but unfortunately, with a few technical difficulties, it meant that the Xbox One lasted for just over 2 hours alone. So unfortunately, yeah, he did get a little bit unlucky for them guys. But yeah, you can just see now I just get caught with poor timing over that Armco barrier there, and unfortunately, well, I have to drag the car around the next 3 corners, trying to get back on to the rally stage there, which was just really, really annoying, obviously, with the way the randomly generated stages came out. Unfortunately, it really did cost me there on the whole, but yeah, that was very, very frustrating on the whole throughout that corner. Unfortunately, as we come through these next few corners, it's going to be tight when we're actually going to be able to make it right through to the finish line or not. See, trying to make the handbrake turn, they're just clipping the tie barrier there, and well, the game decided, you know, that I wasn't being able to get away with that one. Trying to, you know, just make a back up. Well, it wasn't even going to make me up any time after the mistake beforehand there. But you can just see coming through now down in towards the final few corners of this rally. You can see, you know, we've only got 15 seconds to go here, and unfortunately, well, I'm going to tell you now, we're not going to be able to make it through to the end of this stage. We were, well, you'll see in a second, and you can see on the right hand side how close we are. We were literally just out of, you know, the finish line is just a little bit further in that fog, and well, we got robbed of it there, unfortunately, so we got a DNF in that first one, which gave me a 10-minute race time, which, unfortunately, with the way it worked out, where I had 60th yard in my lobby, it unfortunately meant that if I'd been in the other lobby, I would have actually finished up higher overall over the course of the 2 rallies. I would have beat Kamikaze, unfortunately, but yeah, due to, unfortunately, the way the timings worked, meant that, unfortunately, that didn't work out well for me in the end. But actually, I'm going to leave you on board with this second rally of the night. It did go much better for me by the end. Unfortunately, obviously, I sort of got back into the rhythm far too late on the whole. With the way sort of the hold-ups worked and everything, I just sort of, you know, especially with this being my first sort of major event like this as well, you know, I'll openly admit, you know, I completely choked under the pressure. It was so frustrating for me. You know, the fact that I did do that, but ultimately, you know, it was a big learning experience for me. I only played Dirt Rally, you know, 10 days before this, sorry, Dirt 4, for 10 days before this event, you know, so to still come in the top 36 in the world, you know, I can certainly be quite happy with that on the whole, nonetheless. But as I said, I'm leaving on board with this second rally. Not so many mistakes in this one. I do make it to the finish as well, so hopefully you guys got on to enjoy.
And left 3, and right 1, and right 2, into left 1, 150, left 4, and right 6 over crest, left 6, into right 4 long, tightens, into caution, left 4, immediate right 3 over crest, deceptive, right 3, and left 1 through dip, and right 5, into left 3, and right 5, right 5, left 5, right 5, left 6, 60, right 6, into open hairpin right, into left 2, don't cut, 150, left 4, and right 6 over crest, right 4, and left 1 through dip, right 6 over crest, left 3 through dip, 40, don't cut, crest, right 6, right 1, and left 3 long, opens, tightens, and right 3, 60, right 3, left 6, and right 4 through dip, 80, right 3, left 6, and right 4 through dip, 60, right 4, and left 5 long, tightens 3, into right 4, 60, left 4 through dip, and keep right over crest, left 3, 60, left 6, into right 4 long, tightens, into caution, left 4, immediate right 3 over crest, deceptive, right 4, don't cut, and left 2 through dip, into left 1, 80, right 4 over crest, right 6 over bump, 80, left 5 over bump, 60, right 6, 60, right 1 crest, left 2, and left 1, and right 3, and line, right 5, 60, left 5 line, and right 1, and right 2, into left 1, left 6 over crest, and right 4, 80, right 4 long, and open hairpin left, into left 4 over crest, and hairpin right, and left 3 over crest, into right 6, right 3, and hairpin left, and right 6, left 6, 80, right 6, into left 1 long, open hairpin right, and left 4, 60, right 4, and left 1 through dip, right 6 over crest, left 3 through dip, 40, crest, right 6, left 6, into right 4 long, tightens, into caution, left 4, immediate right 3 over crest, deceptive, right 3, left 6, and right 4 through dip, 60, right 1, and left 3 long, opens, tightens, and right 3, right 6, left 6, and hairpin right, and left 3, 60.
So you can see there that second stage of the day as we come now down in towards the final corner. Did actually go a whole lot better than the first, but 60th yard once again. Absolutely smashed it there. We're going to come through, what, 25 seconds behind him there, get a fantastic parking job of the final corner there. Nicely parked, if I do say so myself, just in that garage. I was quite happy with that one on the whole. But yeah, unfortunately, 60th yard, you know, he was about 15 seconds clear, I think, across both groups by the end of that rally. As I said, if I'd been in the second split for the first rally, I would have actually come one place higher. I think I may have even actually come 2 places higher in the end, which, well, you'll see as I go into the WRX next time out. I did have a lot better run in that than overall in this. But yeah, that was the rally stages from the Dirt 4 Esports series. I will hopefully be bringing the Rallycross highlights out either tomorrow or the day after that. You know, I've got Forza RC videos as well to come out over the next couple of days. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on those WRX highlights. And hopefully I will see you guys next time for a brand new video.